Alex Martinez had survived 3 solar cycles as a human diplomat on the Galactic Council station, and he'd learned one critical lesson: keep your thoughts about alien physiology to yourself. Humans, he'd discovered, had an unfortunate tendency to notice things other species considered either irrelevant or deeply personal. "Stop staring," Jennifer Chen whispered beside him, her elbow jabbing his ribs with practiced precision. "I'm not staring," Alex protested, though his eyes had indeed been tracking the sweeping movement of Ambassador Dravix's tail as she glided through the reception hall. The Draconi diplomat was impossible not to notice, standing nearly 8 feet tall, with iridescent scales that shifted from deep crimson to violet depending on the light, and that magnificent tail that seemed to move with a mind of its own. Jennifer, his partner in the human diplomatic cause, gave him a knowing look. "You've been watching her tail for the past 5 minutes. That's staring, it's just ... Alex struggled to find words that wouldn't sound inappropriate. "The biomechanics are fascinating. The way it counterbalances her movement, the articulation of each segment, the fact that you're a massive nerd," Jennifer finished, smirking. "Come on, we need to mingle. Ambassador Thex wants to discuss the mining rights treaty." The reception was in full swing, celebrating the successful negotiation between the Draconi Empire and the Crystalline Collective. Hundreds of species mingled in the vast hall, a testament to the galaxy's diversity. Humans, still relatively new to the galactic stage, were often overlooked, which, as Jennifer frequently pointed out, gave them a unique advantage in diplomacy. Alex was nursing his 3rd glass of something purple and definitely not alcoholic. He'd learned that lesson the hard way on Proxima Vi when disaster struck. Or rather, when Ambassador Dravix's tail struck, the massive appendage swept low during a turn, and Alex, distracted by a passing service drone, stepped directly into its path. He felt the impact, smooth scales against his legs, and his engineer's brain activated before his diplomatic training could stop it. "Incredible," he exclaimed, steadying himself. "The tensile strength must be extraordinary. And the proprioceptive control, do you feel through each scale individually, or is it more of a general pressure sense? The neural mapping alone would require ... He trailed off, finally noticing the absolute silence that had fallen around them. Ambassador Dravix had frozen mid-conversation, her reptilian eyes, 3 of them, arranged in a triangle on her face, fixed on him with an intensity that made his survival instincts scream. Around them, delegates from a dozen species had stopped talking, and several were backing away slowly. Jennifer materialized at his side, her face pale. "Alex," she said quietly, her diplomatic smile straining, "do you remember the cultural briefing about Draconi customs?" Yes." Alex's mind raced. Don't touch their wings. Don't refuse offered food. Never question their honor. He'd touched her tail, but that hadn't been on the prohibited list, had it? The section about tails specifically. Jennifer pressed. A cold dread settled in Alex's stomach. "I may have skimmed that part." Ambassador Dravix moved then, not away from him but closer, her tail coiling in a complex pattern that seemed almost agitated. Her voice, when she spoke, resonated with harmonics that human ears couldn't fully process. "Felt my tail, and spoke of it. I apologize profusely if I've caused offense," Alex began, falling back on diplomatic training. "Human curiosity sometimes overrides our you found it interesting," Dravix interrupted, and something in her tone made Alex pause. It wasn't anger. He'd heard angry Draconi before. They sounded like controlled volcanic eruptions. This was something else entirely. "Well, yes," Alex admitted, because honesty seemed the only option now. "Among humans, we have extensive studies in biomechanics and evolutionary adaptation. Your tail represents an incredibly sophisticated biological system. The muscle structure required for that kind of control, the sensory feedback, the way it integrates with your balance and movement, it's genuinely remarkable. I've seen nothing like it." The silence deepened. Jennifer had gone from pale to ghostly white. Dravix's inner eyelids blinked, a sign of intense emotion among Draconi, though Alex couldn't remember if it meant fury or something else. "In 30 cycles of diplomatic service," she said slowly, "across 17 star systems and countless species, no one has ever acknowledged my tail with such ... specificity. Is that ... bad?" Alex ventured. "Among my people," Dravix continued, her tail now moving in slow, deliberate spirals. "The tail is considered the seat of one's character. Its movement reflects truth when words may deceive. To notice another's tail, to truly see it and appreciate its function ... She paused, and her scales rippled with colors Alex had never seen in any briefing. It is how we recognize potential life mates. The words hung in the air like a suspended gravitational field. Oh no, Jennifer breathed. Oh no, Alex echoed. Ambassador Dravix's head tilted, a gesture that among Draconi indicated intense interest. You are the first off-worlder to ever demonstrate Tolkashirtha seeing of the sort. This is ... unprecedented. From across the hall, Alex heard the sound of a dozen recording devices activating. The Galactic News Network had arrived, and he realized with growing horror that this moment was about to become interstellar history. Ambassador, he tried again. I assure you, I meant no offense was taken, Dravix cut him off. And now her voice carried harmonics that made even other Draconi in the room turn to stare. Quite the opposite. You have done something remarkable today. What exactly have I done? Alex asked, though he was afraid he already knew the answer. Dravix's tail completed an elaborate spiral pattern, and she bowed a gesture of deep respect among her people. You have initiated Keishatau, the courtship of acknowledgement. By Draconi law and custom, I must now respond. Jennifer grabbed his arm. Alex, we need to, but before she could finish, Ambassador Dravix spread her wings, terrible wings that caught the light like stained glass, and the entire reception hall fell into stunned silence. The dragon woman's reaction was about to become truly unbelievable.